Hi everyone, welcome to Have You Heard, and new to the channel today we have Elvis Costello and the album from which the track we're listening to, Green Shirt, um, that it comes from, is that good English? Is Armed Forces. Here we go. The elephant looking you right in the eye. Yeah. Now then, my favourite Elvis Costello album. And I was a huge fan in the 70s and early 80s. I bought, this was his third album. I bought all the first three. And then a few years later, I bought Imperial Bedroom as well. And then for some reason, I sold them back in the days when I didn't think vinyl was going to continue. And anyway, I found Armed Forces in a very good vinyl store about 6 months ago, so I was very excited to get that back. The others I haven't got yet. I've got a couple of CD compilations. Elvis Costello, though, one of the great new wave artists who, of course, has just developed into this, well, superstar, really. Somebody who can play just about anything, who plays with just about everyone, and is hugely respected in the music world at the age of 71 now. Wow. We're going to listen to Green Shirt, which has received one reaction on YouTube, but is, in my humble opinion, the best track on the album and one of his best tracks ever. And that opinion seems to have developed over the years from a lot of Elvis Costello fans. They consider this one of the great deep cuts from his catalogue. So let's listen to it now. It's only 3 minutes, short and sharp, but it's superb, and there's plenty to talk about afterwards. So let's go. Green Shirt by Elvis Costello and the Attractions.
There's a smart young woman on a light blue screen who comes into my house every night. She takes all the red, yellow, orange, and green and she turns them into black and white. But you tease, you flirt, and you shine all the buttons on your green shirt. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it. Better cut off all identifying labels before they put you on the torture table. Cause somewhere in the Quisling clinic there's a shorthand typist taking seconds over minutes. She's listening into the Venus line. She's picking out names, I hope none of them are mine. But you tease, you flirt, and you shine all the buttons on your green shirt. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it. Never said I was a stool pitch, I never said I was a diplomat. Everybody is under suspicion, but you don't wanna hear about that. Cause you tease, you flirt, and you shine all the buttons on your green shirt. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it. Better send a begging letter to the big investigation. Who put these fingerprints on my imagination? You tease, you flirt, shine all the buttons on your green shirt. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it. You can please yourself, but somebody's gonna get it.
Well, there we are, just 3 minutes long, but it's jam packed, jam packed with all kinds of things going on in 3 minutes. Um, I've been doing quite a bit of research into this song because although I've loved it for such a long time, I didn't really know too much about the background. Um, I kind of remember when the album came out, um, although being in South Africa at that time, occasionally we were in the hands of the gods. We didn't quite know when we were going to get new albums out or not. And this one, I think, arrived in South Africa a little later than January 1979. I certainly remember playing it a lot um, when on our honeymoon, my wife and I driving down the garden route in South Africa, and that was July 81, so that's 2 years afterwards. So it might have been a while before the album actually hit South Africa. I was playing it all the time. I thought it was brilliant, and it was a step forward from his first two albums, which were very new wave, punky, driving kind of music. This is a little bit more commercial. There's certainly more arrangement, and you can tell the influence of Steve Naive, the keyboards player in the Attractions. He got to get involved in the arrangements a lot more. There's a fantastic story on Wikipedia about um, the day that Elvis had to record the vocals. Nick Lowe was the producer, and he'd been out on the town the night before, had Elvis, and so he was very much the worse for wear. Nick Lowe said, "I don't care, we've got a recording schedule. You get in that booth and do your vocals." And his head was pounding. Apparently, he held a cold carton of orange juice. He was too scared to drink it, so he held it up against his forehead um, to try and mitigate against the pounding temples. And he said, "Please turn off that damn mini moog and those drums," because the mini moog was going all around, and of course the repetitiveness of the drums was driving him crazy. He said, I was scared stiff of my own breath. But of course, fear was what I needed as an emotion to sing this song. So I guess it all came out in the art. Uh, Fantastic. I really do like this song. I love the keyboards and the fact that it's Mini Moog um, and really just bass and drums from Pete and Bruce Thomas, and that's it. The lyrics are very interesting. Um, Elvis talks about it being a song about paranoia, um, also about relationships and mistrust in relationships. Uh, it could well be about betrayal, and of course, you've got that wonderful line. And somewhere in the Quisling clinic, there's a shorthand typist taking seconds of the minutes. She's listening into the Venus line. She's taking down names. I hope none of them are mine. Now, the Venus line could well be somebody says on the internet that the song referenced the growing rise in sex hotlines. So that could be that. Certainly, the Quisling Clinic. He saw a building in Wisconsin while he was on tour called the Quisling Clinic. And he just wondered what the heck went on in there, because the only time he'd heard the name Quisling referenced before was the Norwegian Nazi collaborator from World War II, um, who set up an alternative government to support the Nazis during World War II and was um, famously executed afterwards by Norway, their first execution for uh, many, many years. So, when someone's called a Quisling, they're called a collaborator or a traitor. So he saw the Quisling Clinic. He had no idea what was going on in there, but he just thought, what a name for a building. I could use that in a song. Um, so there's the betrayal kind of aspect as well. Uh, Fascinating lyrics, well worth listening to over and over again. The album, of course, was big in the UK, got to number 2. I think this was still early days for the USA, although I think the reception of the album in the USA was really positive. Strangely enough, and this I didn't know either, um, this song never was released as a single until 1985, a good 6 or 7 years afterwards, when he was going to release a compilation album of his early years. And this song had become so popular amongst the fans that he released this as a single in the UK, and it got to number 68. The B side of the single was Beyond Belief from Imperial Bedroom, and that happens to be my second favourite Elvis Costello song. I had no idea these two had been put onto a single together. Green Shirt's my favourite song. Beyond Belief from Imperial Bedroom is brilliant, and I will do that, I think, in the future. Uh, I think that has only received one reaction on YouTube as well. I mean, the well-known songs, the Watching the Detectives and Allison and um, Pump It Up, Shipbuilding. Uh, What's so good about peace and understanding? That one, that Nick Lowe song. Those are the ones that get all of the reactions. Please excuse me. The um, the deep cuts are the best. So anyway, while I have a drink of some Pepsi to try to recover my voice, I don't know where it's disappeared to. Please let me know in the comments what you think of Elvis Costello. It's our first time having Elvis Costello on the channel, and I'm keen to hear what you have to say. Hopefully, there'll be some Elvis fans who will go, hey, this is nice, come on board. So if you are one of them, welcome. Take a look at everything we've done so far on the playlists that are linked, and perhaps like and subscribe. You would be more than welcome. We are a friendly bunch on this channel. So that's it, I think, for now. Elvis Costello, let me know. And I look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Have You Heard, which will be tomorrow because we do one every day. But until then, cheers everyone.